A disturbing news coming in from Karnataka at an Islamic school and a Madrasa where there has been charges of assault on female students that have come in. This from Bengaluru and all recorded on a CCTV in a Madrasa. Look at that. Parents are alleging there was serious physical assault, sexual assault even at that Madrasa. And remember, all of this was caught on camera. Look at that brutal slapping, beating, kicking a minor girl. We do not know what happened, what was the reason. You can see other children watching it in horror. An incident of an assault on girl students has been reported from a Madrasa. This is Hegde Nagar in Bengaluru. Identified as Jamia Aisha Siddiqa Al-Banat, the Madrasa's name. The accused, Mohammed Hassan Ali, allegedly summoned some of the girl students to the office and assaulted them. Remember, inappropriately touching them, forcing them, and then beating them. The girls are clearly scared. Now, he's accusing them of wrongdoing. But these are little girls, little children. He places a pencil, I believe, between the fingers and then starts to beat these little girls who are, you can see in fear, screaming in pain. Now, the parents also are demanding justice now because remember, this is not conjecture. This is not rhetoric. Look at that. Absolutely pains me. And this man clearly is no experienced teacher. You can see he's a young man kicking. Who gave him the right to kick a young girl student, beat her? Thankfully, it was all recorded on CCTV because one doesn't even know how worse it actually got. Who gave him the right to behave like this? Let's listen into reactions coming in.
उन्हों हजरत के बेटे उन्हों डेली भान छतीन से उन्हों जाते आते नहीं
अच्छा
उधर ही छको जो भी उन्हों बच्चों को मारने का था ऑफिस में बुला को मारती सुनो छोटे बच्चों को लकड़ियां टूटे जिसे आंगन पर मारती उन्हों छोटी चीज को परसों खेलने में सिर्फ आवाज आएगा को सबको बुला के ऑफिस रूम में मारे थे हफ्ते के दिन हालांकि उन्होंने खुद भी बोल को ही हफ्ते के दिन खेले जा को वो खेलने में छोटे बच्चों को यहाँ तक कि हमने भी बुला को मारे सोच
It's absolutely disturbing and I hope immediate action is taken on this. India Today's editor Nagarjun Dwarkanath joins me on this. Nagarjun, good morning. Tell me this. What exactly happened? What are the details picking up? How are the parents escalating this? Because often in these conservative schools, even the parents can sometimes take a step back. So what are you hearing? What exactly happened and how's the fight now escalating on this?
Good morning, Pooja. This incident occurred on Feb 16th in the evening 4:30 is what we are told. Accused Mohammed Hassan is related to the hostel in charge of the madrasa as well, and he's accused of beating up the minor kid for wrongdoing and also having complaints while playing, not maintaining rules, and also splitting the rice. Some petty issues is what we are told. And finally, when the kid complained to the parents lodged the complaint in Karnataka police station in Bangalore Northeast Division limits, and finally Hassan was arrested by the Karnataka police on 17th February and has been taken to judicial custody as we speak. But the shocking visuals prove that what happens when parents are away and how the school authorities treat the kids in this. Hassan was beating up the children just for petty issues like a lot of complaints that you're not maintaining rules while playing, you're spilling rice while carrying from a plate. Such petty issues is what we are told. And finally, when the kid complained, the family took it to the police station and accused has been arrested.
Okay, so he's been arrested. That's good news. Remember, there has to be discipline, but there's a reason that guidelines have come in, especially when you're dealing with young, minor-age female students. Brinda Adige, social activist, is also joining me on the phone line. Brinda, tell me this. In any way, if anyone's watching right now saying, but thoda discipline karna chahiye, what would you say to these visuals on your screen?
First and foremost, all of these hostel wardens and supervisors and management must understand that they are not parents. One. So when we talk about discipline, there are two different kinds. There is a discipline that you have a right to do as a institutional guide or mentor. And that absolutely is not caning, beating, slapping or hitting a child. Because that goes against the Juvenile Justice Act. We are very, very clear. No institution dare take up that responsibility. We must also applaud the parents for taking the courage to make that complaint, because often parents' hands are tied because institutions will continue to say this was for the good of your child. We have you have put the child in the hostel because you cannot look after the child, uncontrollable child. So you are at fault, making the parent feel guilty that they have admitted the child to a hostel. So here the hostel authorities, especially madrasas, because they have a lot of religious connotation attached. So that becomes a double burden on parents. Should I even report about a organization that is so closely associated and attached to my religion? And all of this is a huge burden not only on the parents but also on the children. So even when they beat up the children, they make it sound and look like they have a God-given right to beat the child and correct the child. They don't understand that they are putting the child through so much of mental and emotional turmoil.
That's right, and some of this turmoil, this childhood trauma can actually continue. And you're absolutely right. I think good of parents also to have come in here. Remember, what you're looking at is not a slap of a discipline, or it's not a punishment that you would be aware about. This is kicking. He's kicking a girl student, possibly repeatedly, puts a pencil and then starts to slap her, beat her. This is a man doing it to a young female student, remember. And the board says giving Islamic and formal education to these young minds. You don't instill fear in this manner. The CCTV's caught it. At least the accused, we are told, Mohammed Hassan Ali, has been arrested. But it also needs an overhaul. You need discipline, but you need to follow guidelines. This is not instilling discipline. It's instilling fear in the mind of young girl students. Thank you very much, Nagarjun and Brinda Adige, for the latest on this.